Good morning, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, you guessed it, we're continuing to work on the Airmail lapbook, folio, thingy, whatever. Whatever we're calling this. I've just been calling it Airmail journal because I really don't know exactly what I should be calling it. However, I should be calling it I'm in love with it, right? I do love it. Okay. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, fair warning, I'm crazy today. You guys are like, what's new, Jody? Okay, so Crazy Train here thanks you so much for your continued support, your encouragement, your kind words. Thank you so much. And thank you for the grace you gave me in, what episode is that? I don't even know. I haven't watched it yet. The one that aired today. You're like, what's today, Jody? We don't know. Today's Monday, August 12th, so whichever video number that was. 7 aired this morning. Sorry. I have 8 that I need to upload, so this will be video 9. And hopefully we'll be moving on along. So I have here a variety of envelopes. So Kirsten, this is my ode to you with an envelope flippy floppy thingy. I had seen this kind of concept from somebody else, and I'm going to have to look and see whose video that was because I watched it the other day. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it in my search history. And then I'll tell you why I have to actually search for it because it's not going to be easy to find. Okay, it was Create with Scrimping Mommy. Scrimping Mommy. Yeah. Create with Scrimping Mommy. That's who it was. And I'll tell you why it's hard for me to find things in my history. It's because the downstairs TV is logged into my YouTube account. So when Mark sits down there after I turn into a pumpkin and come upstairs, Mark sits down there and watches YouTube, news stuff, rocket ship launches, football stuff, and he only watches maybe a minute or two and gets bored and moves on to the next video. All that's in my watch history. So really makes it interesting when I'm trying to go back and refer to something else. The flip side of that is that upstairs is logged into his YouTube channel. I don't do that to his. I don't. I'm nice. I watch it on my iPad, so I don't mess his up. But mine's super eclectic, so the algorithms probably don't even know what to do with my YouTube account because it's a mess. But anyway, I have some envelopes here. All right, so we determined that the kind of width of our pages, we were going to go like 5 1/4. Well, this is just right at 5 1/4. However, when we now have 2 options. I can sew this into as a signature piece because I don't care if I have to sew in multiple signatures. It's not that big of a deal. And actually it will help with gator mouthing too if I don't have so many pieces in one signature. Or I could put this on the edge of a page. But if I put that on the edge of a page, then we're sticking out like that. So let's see how that might translate. Okay, so we know, yeah, this is the word it's going to be stitched in. Speak English, Jody, speak English. I'm tongue-tied and I'm really tired today. Okay, so if I, just kidding. For the sake of whatever, we'll do it like this. So if that red one is stitched in and we put this on the edge of that, we could push it out, and then when this flips open, it gives us better access to our envelope. I have to tear this open anyway, so that's why I'm kind of like, do I or don't I stitch that in as a piece? I think, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to stitch it in as a piece. I don't normally do that. I normally only do like signatures or yada yada, whatever, okay? But today we're gonna live on the edge. So I'm gonna try to get this envelope open without destructing it too much here. And so I hope everybody's doing well. Bernice, you were so cute in saying the project you were working on is catching up on your YouTube videos. I hear ya. I am so far behind. So for those of you whose videos I typically watch and comment on, if I haven't in a while, just trust me, I'll try to get caught up. I really am trying. It's just not easy sometimes to do that. Okay. So this will be sewn in on this side, right? So I want this to flap out this way. I'm going to open this up, and we're going to get our craft knife out, and we're going to make some cuts in our envelope. And all of them, actually. Most of them. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this little guy is going to flippy like a dat. This little guy is going to flippy like a dat. This one is going to flippy like a dat. I think that's what I want to do. Or this one can go inside there. This one could go inside there. This one could go inside that one. How did I have this laid out? I had this laid out before I started filming. You know I did, right? Okay, we're gonna go for it. So this one, we're just gonna draw a line. We're just gonna go like right there. Where's my pencil? Does that look straight? That envelope is not straight, so make sure you're not trusting your envelope. This one is like folded all crazy. I bet it's a Dollar Tree envelope. What? No. Okay. So I'm going to just kind of center that, and I'm going to slit it like that. And if this doesn't work, you'll never see the video. I don't know if that's true, because I try to be real with you guys, and when things don't work, I'll be like, hey, I messed up and it didn't work. So where's the end of my line? Did I go too far? We'll see. And this one's really white. I thought I had one out that was coffee dyed, but I don't know what I did with it. It's all right. We can ink it. So that's going to slide in there. Okay. So we'll be sewn in. We're not going to see it. That's going to attach to the inside. That's going to flip open, because you guys know I love interactive pieces, right? That will flip open that way. But when it's closed, it's going to be in here like this. This one, I think I want it to be there. Yeah. We're going to do this one here. Being careful not to cut into that side flap there. So I want to make sure that it's completely open when we cut. So yeah, like this. So I was at physical therapy this morning, and the physical therapist was hosting a triathlon this weekend, and I cut that crooked. That's all right. And I guess he was, there was some issues, like there was too much waves and stuff, like Gary was too volatile, so they couldn't do the swimming portion of it. And I'm like, so what do you call that then? I don't think he got my joke. I thought I was funny. But anyway, so they didn't actually get to do it, but he said they had a really big turnout, like 70 some people showed up, and that's really good, because he was expecting 100. We got 70 something, so I thought that was pretty good considering Saturday was pretty windy, and so I thought that was really cool. He didn't compete, he just hosted it, but I thought that was really interesting. He's super athletic, but I'm not. All right, so we'll have to kind of finagle this one a little bit. It's not seating in there the way I want it to. Why? Why are you not cooperating? You're like Nemo. Fishy, why are you sleeping? Told you guys, crazy. So you guys are so cute about the Kara Brandon thing. So I kind of talked to her a little bit about it in the one, but I'm waiting on her to message me, because they do it at 9 o'clock at night. And I told her that my friend teases me. She says I turn into a pumpkin at 8, which is kind of true. And so the thing looks like it goes from like 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And I'd be kind of, you guys might be hollering at me through the thing to wake up, Jody. So I don't know. It looks like so much fun. And Grace, you said that you think I'd be a good fit for it, and I appreciate that. So I'm hoping that I can work it out with Kara and be able to do it. But it does. It looks like so much fun. So I think I told you guys in the other video that they're like timed. And I don't know if they're all 2 hours like that, or if that's just because that's the Olympic one. And but they did like 2 10-minute timed things, and then they did a 20-minute one for the final one. And then the viewers, you guys, if you were like the ones, do I want that to flip down? That would be totally different if that flipped down. And I have to figure out a closure on this too before we do this. That one's gonna go that way. That one's gonna go up. Does it make sense to have the little one? Excuse me. Sorry about that. Could do it like that. And then that would be the one that's down. No, this one on top. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then this we can leave as a side note if I want to add a little one, because I do kind of like it. I do kind of like it. Don't want two opening the same way. I think I'm going to do it. Why not? Channeling my Margaret. Okay. But anyway, so it just looked like so much fun. And I think I want to do it. I just have to see like when it falls and probably drink a pot of coffee before it starts. Or some wine. So I can stay awake for it. But I think it would be fun. So we'll see. We'll see. I am undetermined at this point if that's something I want to commit to. But I just think it would be a lot of fun. And it wouldn't be like I have to make something specific for the project, because they have the random number generator and that's what tells you what you have to do. And I just think that would be so fun. So I don't know. I probably will say yes, just for something different. And I think it would really push me creatively. And even if I can't do it in September, if they get somebody else, maybe like for October, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because I know I won't be able to do it for December through, oh, no, it's fine. December through March. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. So you saw I was tucking these in, right? Did I do that on the wrong side? No. Okay, so tuck these all in like this, right? So we need to ink them, and we need to get our scraps out that we've been creating so far, okay, so that we can decorate. And I'm not going to glue all these down until we get some decorating done. So that will flip open like that. This one's going to flip open like this. I feel like we need a tab or something here that this one can tuck into, or maybe I pull that out and just decorate over that, because I don't know if I like that one. It will be more stable as we decorate, and it will make more sense, I hope. So it'll be, I won't close that flap because I'm going to sew it in, right? Yeah, I have to not close this flap, but all of these will be decorated to some degree, and then be little bits that we can put things in the journal. I think that would be really fun. And I do want to notch this one out more. I don't think that's really enough of a notch. So I'm going to try to get my hole punch in there where I can see it and hope it's kind of in the middle, and pop that out. Hey, that's pretty good for not being able to see. It's off a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, papers, scrap papers. I cleaned up my table a little bit yesterday when I was done. I couldn't stand it anymore. So, yeah. I think I'm done with this for right now. So we have our little bits here. And so we could do something like just get our base layers down for now, right? So that is almost perfect for that piece. So that's what I'm going to do, is go through here and find some scraps or whatever to put on these pages to embellish them, right? And since that's open, I can go ahead and decorate it and put a slice through there. And so that way it is just, you just see the slice and the whole envelope's embellished. So I guess it doesn't really matter that I picked coffee dyed or not, because I'm going to cover them. So I will do that and then get some scraps figured out, and I'll come back. Okay, we have a tear ruler, we have ink, ruler, pencil, whatever we need. So now we're just gonna start embellishing. And I have to laugh at myself because, like I said, I was like worried about the coffee dyed stuff, and I'm like, I don't even need the coffee dyed stuff. And I'm doing mine a little bit differently than like Amanda did, because she put all of her stacking into, like, this one went in this one, then this one would have gone in this one, and then. So they were stacking on top of one another, where I'm making mine more of a flippy thing. So, but I mean, the inspiration came from her, so I absolutely want to give her that credit, and she's so talented, and I do like listening to her. Does anybody watch her? I don't watch her very often, but I do like to see what she makes. And anyway, so I'm not doing a whole lot of, I'm not worried about inking too much, because this craft envelope is just so pretty. And I love craft paper. Like, I wish I had a roll of heavier craft paper, and oh my gosh, I loved working with it. And so I got another roll, but the second roll I got was lighter weight. So I don't know like why it was lighter weight. Okay, so I think somewhere in this mess, I have half of a page I thought already. Hello, maybe I used it. Oh, now look at that. That's nearly perfect on there. Almost perfect. And these envelopes, you guys, they're not exactly straight. So I'm trying to tell myself that it's the envelope and not my cutting. Shh, we won't tell anybody if it's my cutting, right? I do love this piece, and I love those numbers, and I had cut that off of the other one. So here's what we're going to do. Let me take this off first and see. So yeah, oh my gosh, the weather is so pretty here. Mark said that he heard the other day, oops, that we're supposed to have like a cold September. So I think that's really interesting. Well, those numbers did me a whole lot of good, didn't they? You know why? I have a big bump right there, and I'm right on it. Anyway, well, shoot, zoot-dolores. So I don't know, but it's so crisp and beautiful today. I mean, it's really pretty. I had the windows down in the car coming home from PT, had the radio on, my hair's flying everywhere, and I didn't really care. It was just so nice. I saw a bald eagle this morning on my way to PT, and he must have a nest where I'm driving, because the other day on my way to PT, he flew like right in front of me, and I was like, man, if I'd been literally a second earlier than I was, I'd have hit him, because he was flying so low. Gosh, he's so pretty. I just love a bald eagle. I just think they're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Oh my gosh, Jody, don't say it. Okay, so here's this. I am going to just take this edge off. We're going to be able to keep those stripes, which I really like a lot. So I'm just going to ink this very quickly, and I'm sorry, this process is going to require me to do some inking as we're doing it, because I didn't pre-rip all the pieces. So bear with me. Oh, do I want to stitch it? Do I have room to stitch it? Oh, do I want to stitch that? I think I do. No, I'll cut through the stitching on the top. Okay, can't stitch it. I'll cut through the stitching on the top. So what I want to do is take my glue, and I don't know how this craft card is going to soak this in. So I'm going to go get off the table, so I'm trying not to shake you. So we have tickets. So, okay, where we live has well, the town beside us, or near us, I guess I should say, has a D-Day reenactment. So they reenact the storming of the beach in Normandy. And so that is this weekend. And Mark and I've lived here for 7 years. And we've never been able to go. So this year we got tickets, and I'm praying that my foot holds up and I'm able to walk to enjoy it. But I mean, they reenact the whole storming. They close down the beach. They do all this stuff. We drove by there on Saturday, and the tents are getting set up. So that's really cool. And we're looking forward to being able to go. I just hope that my foot holds up, but if it doesn't, I'll just go find somewhere to sit down. It'll be fine. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun because we've not ever been able to go. Okay, so you saw that I went ahead and glued that piece down in full. So before I proceed with the others, I want to go ahead and cut my slits back open just to make sure that we have those accessible as we embellish these other envelopes. So I hope that makes sense. I could have decorated everything and then, but that's, you know, why do that when that might make more sense than what I'm doing? Oop, use the ruler, dear. Use the ruler. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, I wish I could do my hair like they did, the ladies did back then, but I don't think I can manage to pin it and get it to stay. But like the old pinup girls, I think that would be so much fun. I cannot see what I'm doing here, and I don't want to stick my head in the camera. I think I'm cutting my lines crooked this time. Okay, I can fix it. So anyway, so I'm kind of excited about it. I think it will be fun. Well, that one didn't even cut. What do you know? And I don't even know which one of these lines was my original line. I think I need a new blade in my knife. Yep. Okay, well, we're gonna make it work. Just making it work, you guys, making it work. But anyway, so that will be fun. So we see some like old bombers flying in and doing practice runs and stuff. So that's really cool. So we live close enough, like we're in their flight pattern. So that's really neat, I think. And anyway, so that is this weekend. We got tickets for Friday, not Saturday, which is totally fine with me. And Saturday will be too people-y for me. I know, I'm terrible. It's okay. Have we used him somewhere? I don't know. I brought my computer up because I'm like, I do need to print some stuff. I need to print more pages. I don't have enough pages printed. So anyway, all right, I'm going to continue and I'm going to get some of this glued down. You guys don't need to be bored with me gluing down. If I can stitch on the pieces and it makes sense because the stitching won't be damaged or impede anything, I'm probably going to stitch because I've been wanting to do some stitching on this project and I haven't been doing it. So let me see what we can do. And I need to see if I have to print before I can even finish what I'm trying to do here. I'm still cutting and collaging, and it's been a really long time that I've been at this. At this rate, I'm never going to get it done. But I wanted to just share with you kind of what I'm doing. So if you are wanting to, ooh, that would be really pretty. Focus. Oh, that would be kind of cool in the middle there. Yeah, I'm going to do it. If you were wanting to collage like this and you didn't have a big sheet or whatever and you're just like trying to use up bits like I am, okay? So this piece I'm going to go ahead and tear here and then I will finish with my sentence. I'm going to save that for another piece. But I need a piece here, right? But I have my angle of my envelope. That piece is not exactly big enough, obviously. Let's use a piece of this. So I'm just going to tear a little piece off here. How about let's use this piece. Then my piece that's left over will be big enough. So I'm just going to go like, kind of like that circle there. I'm fussing. Now I'm fussing because I came on to tell you something and now I'm never, you're like, get it done, Jody. Just get it done, okay? I'm just going to come like right there. That'll be enough. So then I'm like, well, I have that V and what do I do? So I'm just tucking that into my pocket a little bit there, kind of how I want it. And I have it pushed over to the edge. And then I'm just taking my pencil and gently drawing a line there. And then I think I'm drawing on the edge of my envelope too. I think it looks kind of cool. It just added interest, like it's inked there or whatever. But now I have a pencil line. So now I can just follow my pencil line, hope that I drew it correctly, right? And just ink my edges just like I would, you know, any other piece that we're gluing. Get my glue stick, put some glue on it, because how else is it going to stick, Jody, if we don't glue it, right? Put some kind of adhesive on it, right? And then, Now, a lot of people will collage like with Mod Podge. I don't. I have an inkjet printer, so if I put Mod Podge on these prints, they're going to run because it's a water-based project, right? I might be able to use like a matte medium, and that might work, but no, I don't think I want to do that. I do want that piece. Look at me all fussing and stuff. And look at me collaging. I don't collage typically because I'm not very good at it. But I like that there. I want that piece right there. So we need something here. Where'd that other little scrappy go? Come here, you little scrap, you. Okay, so we're just gonna do that there. I want that more in the middle. I think that's really cute. But anyway, so yeah, you just, you know, you do what feels right for you as far as that goes, but to get that angle, you can do that. Now, if I had wanted to do that with one entire sheet, I would just put the whole sheet in there, draw the V out, I'd be able to cut it and go from there. But that, to me, that's the easiest way to do it. And I know you guys have seen me do that, you know, before, so it's not like it's rocket science or anything for seasoned creators. But maybe you're new, or you maybe like, I've never collaged an envelope because I can't get those angles right, you know? That is just one way that you can do it. And it's not a perfect science. I make mistakes still. I may not cut it right. I may have it angled inside the pocket wrong. There are a lot of things that I can do wrong. And, oh yeah, that's going to be like that. So do I want that there now that I've glued it? I don't, because my little banner is not going to be the right way. Well, I'm going to stick it on here. I don't know how I'm going to embellish that one yet, but it's on there. Okay. Well, I'll just do this then. Easier. Can go there. So anyway, yeah, just something to think about. That's all. But like not something super spectacular. And some of you were like, really? You came back on to tell us that, Jody? Yeah, I did. And I have to remember, because some of you have been with me for so long and I've seen your creations, and I love, love, love seeing what you guys create. I love it when you share. It makes me so happy. But some people are new, and then we have to remember that not everybody's been doing this as long as like I have, and we need help. You know, we need guidance. Or sometimes we just need a reminder of the things that we forgot we ever knew. Okay, so now we're ready. This piece is basically done. It still needs some decoration, but for the most part, it's done. So you can see here, I'm attempting, and not very well, I didn't cut my bit all the way. So I am attempting to slide my envelope through here. And look, I did so good. I wanted both of those guys on there, and then what did I have to do? I had to put a slit through this guy, but at least it's not through his face. But anyway, just through his mail pile. But, okay, so now we have, hi, don't go all the way in there, our envelope here. And I just want to make sure this is not impeded, and it's not. It flips and flops easily. It does what I want it to do. Try to get it straight on the envelope here. Okay, and then I want to glue my flap down. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Good to do. Just gonna glue that down, and I probably would, I don't think I'd use glue stick for this because I want to make sure that it's down in such a way that it's straight here, and that wet glue, and this is barely art glue, it's not art glitter glue, is giving me a moment to adjust it. If that were art glitter glue, I wouldn't have that moment to adjust it. So if you only have art glitter glue or like 3-in-1, use your 3-in-1 or your tacky glue if that's what you have. So that way you've got a moment to make sure you're straight here. You know, you don't want it to be all, unless that's the look you're going for, which is what Amanda did on her video. She had hers like so cute. I really liked it a lot. So now we're done with that, and we can embellish this side. Oh. No, I'm fine. These flaps are messing me up. Don't mind me, I'm crazy. I told you guys I'm crazy. Crazy today. Put it in the right hole. All right. So then we're starting to build our bits. And it's gonna look so cool, I think, when it's done. Very busy. All these collage pages are very, very busy, but I think as a whole piece, it's gonna look really neat when we're done. So before I glue this one all together, I think I want to figure out a way to put a, ooh, what about a magnet? I never use magnets. Look what I have, magnets. If you can't tell, all my stuff stuck to them. All right, 1, 2. Okay. So I should have done that before I decorated it, but that's okay. So I'm gonna put a magnet here. Make sure I have these the right way. I think I'll use art glitter glue for that. Yeah. Hopefully that will hold. Boy, it doesn't look like it's going to, besides to my finger. I'm gonna center that and let that sit and dry. I will work on embellishing on the other pieces, and then I will pull those 2 magnets apart, put it on the inside of this one before I do anything, and I'll cover it with a piece of decorative paper or something, but then hopefully the magnet will stick down versus a tie or something, which I was thinking about doing, but I don't think I'm going to now. And yeah, so I'll just keep working here, and when I come back, it'll be probably to put these other pieces in, okay? I'm not done, but I was using the magnet and I was having a hard time getting it to stay. It was too strong. So this piece here that we did, this little scrap piece, it was pulling up because the pull of the magnet was too strong. So I put it under this piece, and then I thought, well, we need something that says, hey, pull me, do something with me. And so I did my whale tail. So that's the 2 layers. So I did the punch and I folded it in half, you know, like we do to use them. And then I glued it just to this back side. And I think that has restricted the strength enough that it's holding, but it's not pulling my piece apart. Then on the back, I covered it. I put some of the medical tape over the magnet. Then I covered it with a scrap. So I need smaller magnets. Does anybody know? I don't even know. I've had these for a while. I got these on Amazon. These are what another creator uses, and she sent me the link. But she makes a lot of like photo albums and stuff, so it works for her. These are about 3/8 inch across. Is that diameter? Yeah. Circumference? Diameter. That's diameter. Circumference is all the way around. Anyway, so they're just a little bit too big. I would like to find some smaller ones, but they're really strong. They work well. So that's great. But anyway, I'm continuing to work, but I fiddled with that for a really long time. So, but I think it's fun. I think it's going to be a cool piece. And then to have this whole bit stitched in is going to be a really fun piece as well. So I still have a little bit of a scrap here that we can use as in a collage. So I'm not worried about it. Am I ready to glue that one down yet? Excuse me. I think I am. Because I can collage this. So yeah, I can. I was just trying to make sure before I did it that I wasn't ahead of myself, because, you know, I never get ahead of myself. What are we talking about here? All right. So I want to glue that down. Yeah. I wanted to make sure it was going to work too before I did anything else to the envelope. A glue mess there. I'll have to clean that up. So I want that to stay just like it is there, which part of the nice thing about that magnet is it's holding that piece in place. And so we're just going to glue our flap here down. Yeah, I'm going to glue that down. Yep. I want to make sure that that's down really well, because I don't want that to impede anything that we put in the pockets. So, and it shouldn't, because things will go in the pocket in the same direction that the flap is. It's not going against that flap. So I think that will be okay. All right, so I still have 2 envelopes to decorate. I have to decorate the back side of this envelope. So I'm just going to continue to work, and then I'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, so this one is decorated. I think I want to put a strip of something here. It needs it, but I don't know what yet. I'll wait until I have a nice narrow scrap that I'm willing to use there. Then I'll be able to, yeah. Yep, finish embellishing that piece, or maybe when we decorate it, I'll do something with it. I'm not sure yet. So, I think I didn't cut that one enough either. What is up with me? When I recut them, they are not fitting very well, but that's okay. You get the gist of it. So it'll go in there. It's going to flip up. It's going to be a really cool piece. So I'll come back in just a little bit. I still have to do this one. If I stop watching TV, I'd probably get done a little quicker, but I'm engrossed in a murder show. You guys know how I get. So anyway, I'll get this in and glued down. Yeah, I just need to cut that a little bit more. And I think I'll just maybe go this way. Just needs a smidgen, just a scotch. And then once it's glued in, it'll be okay. And then, yeah. So it is kind of a fiddly piece, but I think it's gonna be really interactive and fun as we are working in the journal. And it's gonna be lots and lots of tuck places and places to put things. And, you know, maybe you're on a budget or whatever and you do the cash envelope system. Since this is cash to the treasurer, maybe this could be your envelope to put your money in to go buy your stamps. What do you think about that? I think that's a swell idea, Jody. Okay, so there it goes. It was just caught. All right, so we'll glue that one down. Make sure it's straight. Glue it down, and then we'll come back when the other pieces are ready. Okay, for the most part, we're all collage. I've got some harsh edges here that I don't love, but I think as we create more scraps and we come back through here, we'll be able to put something here to soften, or maybe a label or something, you know, to help with that. I don't think that it's going to be terrible. So we're going to slide this one in here, and guess what? I didn't check again before I started filming. Hello. Hello, hello. That's why. Okay, let me just tell it who's boss here. All right, so yeah, I'm happy with this. I think it's going to be a fun piece, and I think we're going to like it. And yeah, hopefully I have enough ink on that edge. I don't know. But at least you're seeing that you have to make sure that your bits are cut enough so that your flaps slide in there properly. I have to cut that a little bit more, which is not a big deal. Just make sure your bits, and you could cut a little sliver out. I don't think that's necessary on this, but you could put, you know, cut like 1/8 of an inch out. You're really just sliding that flap in there, so it doesn't really require a lot of space. And this one's cut really not very nicely. Shame on me, but I couldn't see what I was doing. It must have been the angle. We're gonna blame it on the angle and not old eyes. How does that sound? All right, so we're gonna glue this one down, and then I think probably what's going to happen is I might just leave the back of this. Oh, you know what? I should have put this one in first so that flap was over this flap, because I remember, I see what it's gonna do if we're not careful. Can I get that up? No. We'll just have to make sure that's really good and down, and we may have to cover that with some of that medical tape or something. And this craft stock is really soaking in that glue a lot, but that's okay. It'll be okay. And if anything, I can just glue a book page in here and cover both of those flaps where it's not an issue and we don't have something impeding our whatever's going to go into our pocket. So this will be sewn in here. So I better put a note, sew in here, because we all know I'm going to forget. And then, so it will open up, you know, this will be out and loose. So it'll be in our page like that. Okay, so that's magnetized, that opens, and that opens. So, and this, I love this design. It's a security envelope, and I really like the design in there, so I'm leaving that. I think it looks really neat. So hopefully it inspires you to try something with your envelopes. And I am wishing I had done another magnet, because I'm kind of liking how that's staying down. Now, if I do this correctly, I don't think I can. I might be able to do like a piece of string through this one to tie it all down, but I don't know if it needs it. We'll see what we think it needs. But anyway, so that's that for this piece. Get yourself some different sized envelopes out and play with them and see what you can come up with, okay? And really, you're only limited by your own space. And I think it would be fun to do an entire flip-flop journal like this with just envelopes, and maybe we'll do that in the future. I don't know. You know what we could also do is maybe like a little hidden paper clip down here and hold all these together, but I don't know how that would work. But for right now, we're done. Because this side, I think I'm gonna wait until I have more bits, and then maybe we'll make some pockets on this, but I don't want to cut up. I have to print more, honestly. I just need to print more. I've done really well with, I used a lot of scraps on this piece, so that was really good. Anyway, so I'm gonna clean up, I'm gonna go downstairs and put my foot up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all the kind comments and support. Please continue to give me those thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share, all those wonderful things, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.